All right, guys, let's start standing. So the main traditional active start is standing. So if you can come to the front of your mat, that might be good. And remember that in yoga, that standing is the second meditative position. All right, seated is first, standing is actually second, and then you work in meditating in all the positions. All right, you can bring your hands onto your heart or just down by your side. Just roll your shoulders back and down, kind of shake them out. Stand tall with integrity, but be relaxed. Okay, close your eyes for a few moments. Ground in center, tune into your body. As the yogis would say, you could start a prayer or a mantra. Maybe some breath work, a slow, deep inhale in your nose, slow, deep exhale. Inhale, slow exhale. Remember, in the strong yoga, we have an ujjayi breath, a slight restriction in the throat. It's like you're breathing in your mouth, but your mouth is actually closed. It's like a slow whisper sound coming from the throat area. Don't forget to add breath holds at the top and or at the bottom. Last few moments here, guys. So we'll start with 5 sun salutation A. If you know how to go on your own, please do. Use it as a warm-up to get into your breath in your body. Let's bring our arms down by side. On your next inhale, reach your arms wide enough. Nice and slow forward bend on the exhale. I'm going to cue you through 2, and then I won't cue you. Inhale, half lift. We'll step back to plank. I'm a little tight, so I'm going to drop to the knees. I'm going to bend the elbows. Inhale, cobra. I usually start in cobra. Downward dog. 3 breaths in down dog, please. So we will pause in down dog. Take this first time to feel it out. If you're just joining, we're doing a nice kind of traditional practice, a little less cueing, a little less kind of talking and from me today. All right, just let you be in your practice mode. Let's flow. On your inhale, bend your knees, look forward, make your way to the front of the mat as the exhale. The inhale is the lengthening, turning on your back muscles. Okay, exhale, forward fold. The inhale rises you up, called Urdhva Hastasana, reaching your arms to the sky. And then the exhale is hands through center, maybe down by your side. Round 2, inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, movement, Uttanasana. Inhale, movement, Ardha Uttanasana. High plank, step back, bend elbows, low plank. Exhale. Inhale is your back bend. Exhale is a movement to down dog where you meditate, take 3 breaths. You know all the cues. You know to relax in places. You know some of you are going on your own. That's totally cool. But you know you're working on relaxing, being more aware, breath work, more efficient, more disciplined, having more fun. On your inhale, bend your knees, look forward. No rush. We'll make our way forward if you're with me. Inhale is the half lift. Exhale is the forward fold. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, we come back to Tadasana. I'd like you to do 3 rounds on your own now. True self-practice here. More of a meditative internal experience. 3 rounds. I'll give you about a minute and a half or so, 30 rounds per round, 30 seconds per round. As always, add things in if you feel good. Modify, change if it's a little too much. No worries. Come on, move that body and breathe. If at any time you need a rest, child pose. If you need a kind of a neutralizing light movement, cat-cow. If you want to go big, you can always jump up on the wall and hold handstand at any time, or even hold a headstand. Last 20 seconds here, guys. Eventually, you finish up that last round, and you'll meet at the top. And what we do just for a moment is meditate. You kind of feel the energy pulsing. What is the breathing and the exercising? The moving of the body up and down, forward and back, activating and stretching and doing, creating more energy and better energy flow. So no rush, right? We meet back in standing. You could go back to mantra, prayer, or breath work. Only 3 rounds of sun salutation B. We enter into squatting and lunging. Feet wide. I'll lead you through 1 round only and then 2 on your own. Arms down by side. Chair pose. Inhale. Reach your arms low, bend your knees and then up. Exhale. Legs straight and weight into the toes more. Inhale, half lift. We still do our chaturanga and movement through high plank and low plank on the exhale. We still work on taking that back bend, activating our back body, lengthening through our core, activating our legs. Exhale, still to down dog. Inhale, we'll add this. Right leg goes high. Maybe open up the hip if that feels good. A little bit slower this round, and then it's full flow. Shift forward, right knee to chest, step your right foot forward. You can mix in high lunge with the back heel lifted, or warrior 1. It's good to do both. Okay, bend that knee and reach up. You know what to do. Take it down, right leg back, high plank to low plank. Downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg goes high, open up your hip. Exhale, shift the plank. Step the left foot forward. Rise up slowly, find your high lunge. Or your warrior 1, back heel seal. Slowly, hands plant, left foot back, low plank. Up dog or cobra. Down dog. All right, I'll leave you through 1 more half, okay? On your next inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Hop or step forward, feet to the front of your mat. A little bit faster. Inhale is half lift. Exhale is forward fold. Inhale is a deep chair. Exhale is stand, Tadasana. Inhale, chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. High plank and low plank. Let's get warmed up on the next tier here. I want to start feeling really warm. Too warm. Down dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, right foot step forward. Inhale, warrior 1. The exhale is all the way to low plank. Right foot back. The inhale is your back bend. The exhale is down dog, forward bend. And go ahead, left side, inhale it high. Exhale it forward. Do 2 more rounds, please. Finish up that side. And then I'd like you to go into free practice today. Less slow instruction and information, more practicing in that space inside, all right? Go ahead, a few more rounds, have some fun. You got music, turn it up. Nice job, everyone. Ideally, you feel your heart rate spike and you feel maybe you start like this kind of light sweat, or your breath really starts to get almost carried away because you're moving and breathing and working. And that's the first tier of that moving warm up. Maximum like energy pulsing through the body. Okay, another minute, please. Have some fun, guys. Remember to be creative, guys. Don't be too rigid in your flow. Doesn't have to be exact. Yoga can be a dance too, right? It can be a very difficult discipline on a very subtle level, but it can be a very opposite end of the spectrum in practice where it's very creative. I try to instruct both. Notice what your tendency is. Are you more on the artistic, creative side or the discipline side, and start to venture into that other kind of side of the coin, okay? You can dance a little bit more in that sun beat. You can add things, all right, to make it a little bit more exciting and just complex and dynamic, okay? So listen, guys, I'd like you to finish up your sun beat. Now a little bit more meditative practice, all right? We're gonna meet in Tadasana at the top of your mat. Usually Tadasana, hands down by your sides, feet about hips width distance to start. No rush getting there. I'm just kind of letting you know where we're going. Remember, standing meditation, after we move a lot, slow down. Calm the self, the breath. Once you slow down a little bit and clear up the mind, one forward bend stretch, either hands on hips or back behind you. A lot of different options here. Lift your chest, big inhale. Now forward fold, we will hold. Some people might want to grab the big toe, hug your elbows in, pull, or hug your elbows wide, excuse me. Okay, let the head hang low, close your eyes. You know all the versions. Pick one, be in it, breathe, work but relax. Eventually release your mind. Strong core, let's slowly stand up. We're gonna step our feet open wide. Move with integrity in all forms here. Right toes turn out, left toes turn to the right. Warrior two, gaze to the right. I can go a lot deeper, right? But I'm a little tired, overworked, big hike yesterday. Just taking it easy. Different practice. 3 to 4 more breaths, please. Slow inhale in your nose, Ujjayi. Slow exhale. You know what to do. Work on the subtle body, the pressing the feet down, pulling the pelvic floor up, lifting the side bodies. Switch sides. Right leg straight, right toes in, left toes out. Bend left knee, gaze left. You can take a moment to settle in too, guys. You know, even though we're doing a little bit more discipline now, you still can be light, especially in the beginning on the entrance, but then eventually find the stillness, the breath work, the more subtle. Back to the first side. Bend right knee, turn right toes out. Straighten left toe, left leg, turn those left toes to the right. Arms to the T, warrior 2. Side angle. Have your block if you need, but without it, hinge, reach forward. Right forearm, right thigh. Top arm to the sky or forward. Spiral your chest open to the sky. Lengthen your right side body. Press your feet down. You know what to do. Options. Hands on floor, arms around back, or active variations, arms reaching forward. 3 to 4 more breaths, please. Remember, it is the first kind of side bend, so depending on how you're feeling, might want to take that one a little easy because we got a couple more big side exercises, okay? Warrior 2. Switch sides, warrior 2 on the second side. Side angle. Be in your pose. Work awareness in the body, in the breath. Settle the body, the breath, so the mind will settle more. Warrior 2. Neutralize, pivot to the right, high lunge to face the right leg. You can always drop your knee or even bring your hand on a block. Hands in prayer, bend your right knee, twist to the right. Make it easy, please. Left elbow on top of right thigh. Lengthen through your core. Gaze up to the right. 4 breaths. A meditation, a still body, smooth breath, calm mind. It's okay to take softer twist, yogis. It's okay to start working on binds, spreading arms. Let's move with intention. High lunge to face the back of the right leg. Open to the side. High lunge to face the front left leg. Second leg. Hands come in prayer. Take your time, finding your twist. Try to relax where you're tense. Try to activate where you're not activated enough. Now remember, some of you are kind of a little bit behind my pace, so you might have to kind of hold a little bit after, right? High lunge to face that left leg. Open to the side. Second forward bend. Feet parallel, hands go on hips. Another opportunity for another bind, either pulling on the floor, hands behind your back, or the feet. Inhale, lifting the heart. Exhale, forward bend. After 3 big lunge postures, a forward bend, a calming of the nervous system, maybe a bigger inversion if you have it. 5 more breaths, please. If you always have your feet like really close together, good to bring the feet wider. If you're always have them pretty wide in the straddle, maybe bring them a little closer, kind of explore that forward bend in a space that you don't do as often. Okay, when you're ready, please, one more round of standing postures. Take your time. We'll meet, rise up to that straddle. Triangle work. Right toes turn out, left toes turn to the right. So it's like our side angle, a little bit shorter of a stance, more legs, front legs straight, okay? Arms wide, triangle, engage your legs. Blocks would be good here. Drop your right hip down, reach forward over the leg, and then we'll find our hinging triangle. And then work here, go, guys, all right? Just a little less cues. I'm just letting you have that inner experience more. I talk too much, okay? So close your eyes, breathe, enjoy it, work. Bend that knee a little, rise up. We call this like high triangle. We're just gonna switch sides like we did in triangle. Right toes turn in, left toes turn out. Remember that your hips are different side to side, so your positioning of your feet might be a little bit different, slightly, okay? Go ahead, your left hip, whatever leg we're going over, dips down, and I reach over the leg, okay? Now, like I mentioned, bring it into space you normally don't as much. Can you use your core more, your back more? Can you use your legs more? Close your eyes if you can. Enjoy that pose. Eventually, bend the left knee, rise up to high triangle. We're gonna take our hands on our hips. We're gonna pivot our feet all the way to the right of the mat. So this is the back of my mat, right? Facing the back. I step my right foot back. My right foot is in front of me, setting up for pyramid and revolve triangle. We will do them together. Right hip back. If you want more, left arm up. You want a lot, arms up. If not, hands on hips. Go ahead, big inhale, engage your legs. Start to hinge. Maybe pausing halfway, a couple extra breaths. Eventually, hands on the floor, kind of framing the foot, maybe on the blocks. Maybe flexing that left foot or the right foot, the forward folding over the leg. Deep breathing, please. You know, depending on what you're working on here, we will take it into that revolve triangle. So we're gonna inhale, half lift, left hand down, twist your core, chest to the right, right arm out and up. So the way we find revolve triangle is twisting to the front leg. My right leg is forward, I twist to the right. Close your eyes. 3 to 4 more breaths, please. Your pace. Back to pyramid. Rising up. Pivoting to the left leg. Second side. A little bit of adjusting of your foot. I bet you're going to get better at getting into that kind of alignment position. Left hip back. More. Right arm up. Both arms up. Start to hinge. Don't let your feet get too close together, right? Maybe pausing halfway. First part of this is pyramid. Eventually, maybe forward folding over the leg more. No rush. Hands could go on blocks. You can even flex that left foot, getting into the back of the leg. Deep breathing. Eventually, a little half lift inhale. The right hand goes down on the block of the floor to start inside that left foot. Then your core drives the twist to the left. Left hip back, twist to the left, maybe left arm out and up. Revolve triangle. A few breaths, please. Your pace, right? Left hand down, strong core, stand up. Turn up and to the side. Step to the front of your mat. Yogi squat, take your time, widening your feet. Maybe reaching up, inhale. Meeting yogi squat. 5 breaths here, or crow pose if you'd like. Pushing the elbows open, the knees open, lifting the heart. You know how to do crow pose, go ahead. Adding other variations is also welcome. Sometimes good to stay in the basics, work more of that meditative aspect of our practice. Okay, no rush, please. High plank. Side plank, left hand down, right arm out and up slowly. Meditation. Advanced versions are welcome. Modifications are welcome. Breathe. Go slow. High plank. Side plank, second side. Right hand down. Try to stack your shoulders and your hips. Top arm starts up or maybe forward. There are awkward variations. Arms down, arm behind you. If you want to do anything, that's cool. Just breathe. Be in your practice. We got another round. So it's 2 rounds in a row here, yogis. Okay. Eventually, high plank slowly. If you need to press back to dog for a moment or something, that's okay. Eventually, side plank, left hand down. A little bit of endurance, all right? Top arm reaches forward if you have it. As your chest turns up to the right, your top palm turns down. Close your eyes if you can. If it's easy, hover your top leg a little bit off the bottom leg. Eventually, slowly, high plank, final side, side plank, right hand down, left arm up. Meditation, stilling the body, smoothing out the breath, calming the mind. Vashisthasana. Eventually, high plank. If you want the last little strong challenge for the front, high plank. Bend your elbows really slow, pausing about halfway down, holding our low plank. Last hold there, just one round. Hold that low plank. Try to hug your elbows in, shift a little bit more forward, and engage your legs and your butt more. Take it down to the chest. Prepare for locust. Lengthen through your core, please. Arms go to the T, legs together. Inhale starts to lift the chest, the arms, and the legs. Stay in the position. Smooth breath, still body, calm mind. Take your time, lower down, bring your left ear down on the mat for a moment, maybe arms down by side, palms up. Big toes touch, heels fall apart. So you're just kind of laying on your chest, taking a little breather. Just letting the neck kind of release with that left ear down, right? Now we are going to do a second round of locust. We have some options. If you want to go big, arms can go forward. If your arms are always too forward, you can kind of do arms down by your side. You could also do one more bind if that feels good. Or a very active form could be fingertips touch, or kind of fingers behind your head, elbows wide. One more round, please. Eventually chin forward, point those toes, legs together, lift everything, chest, arms, and legs. Final round, smooth breathing, please. Big inhale, release, second ear, cheekbone on the mat, arms down by side. Relax for a moment here, letting your neck release and stretch. Maybe a quick child pose, pressing your butt to your heels, forehead on the mat. Eventually, we'll meet downward facing dog. Maybe a breath or three here. This would be the space if you want to do a little handstand hop on the double leg. Not really like in the traditional, but we do hop forward and back a lot. If you'd like to try it in your dog, shorten your stance, bend your knees, lift your heels, little spring, landing soft in the same spot. Nice. Yeah, anything's welcome, right? All right, guys. So we're going to get into our final kind of standing rounds here. You're going to hit those hip muscles a lot stronger. Next hop, let's walk or hop our feet to the front of our mat. Let's bend our knees. Stand up. We're going to open back up wide. You might want your blocks, one at the front and back of your mat. So this, you can tell we did, the holds are all open hip first in this traditional form, okay? Which means half moon. So I take warrior two. Right knee bends. I reach over like triangle, I hinge like side angle, and I tiptoe the back foot, left foot forward. My left leg lifts, my right hand finds the floor of the block to start, and I lift. Really work on lifting that left leg now for the outer hip. Breathe. More advanced versions are welcome, you know that. If it's all too much, being on the knee here is a perfect variation, okay? Last few breaths, half moon. Yeah, that leg is in Tadasana and you're lifting it out and up. Super outer hip work. Okay? Kind of like side plank, right? Now go really slow. Find your warrior two. Skillfully switch sides. Warrior two with the left knee bent. Tiptoe back foot in, laterally hinge and reach. Half moon. Remember that Chapasana is a variation here. I do often if I feel good, but if I feel like I need to strengthen the hip a little bit more, I won't bind. I'll kind of just keep lifting that hip, outer leg up and back. Get that glute firing, and then maybe work on my balance a little bit more. Sometimes I make it more of a balance pose. It could be a stretch, it could be more of a strength, depending on how you're feeling, okay? Now please take it slow. Warrior two. We're going to bring our hands on our hips, pivot to the side, but then pivot to high lunge, face the back. Just like we did pyramid to revolve triangle, we will do warrior three or standing split into revolve moon. So we are entering more endurance in this part, all right? Right hip back, you probably want to block maybe, okay? Warrior two, left leg lifts, go slow, breathe. Now you can hold warrior two or take it to standing splits. It's just like we held halfway down in pyramid and then we take it further into the stretch. You do the same thing here, but save some energy for revolve moon. And here's where you could do single leg handstand hop, right? And then once you're content there, inhale, half lift, just like we did in pyramid. Left hand down, twist your chest to the right, right hip back, lift your left leg, right arm might go out and up. Revolve moon. Final bent over pose, yogis. On this side, okay? More endurance, two postures strung together. The back foot, you got to point or flex. No lazy feet there. Last 3 breaths. Nice. Can you skillfully make your way back through warrior 3? Find high lunge. Pivot to the side, and then to the second side. Warrior 3, right leg lifts, chest comes down. Breathe. Work but have fun. Active but light. Standing split is the option to take it further. Half lift, inhale, right hand down, twist your core to the left. Remember, whatever leg is down, to find revolved, we twist to that side. Left arm can go out and up. Spread the arms, lengthen and spread the legs and the crown. Last 3 to 4 breaths, please. Can you skillfully make your way through warrior 3? High lunge. Pivot open to the side. Step your feet together. Stand tall. Remember Tadasana? Or Samastati, the standing prayer, meditation. Today we will do the full final standing. A brief variation of it. We will not hold 5 breaths in all 4 parts. 3 breaths. Left knee lifts. Arms up, inhale. Option, left hand on shin below knee, under hamstring, or peace sign fingers, grab big toe. Supreme hip work here, guys. If it's easy, leg starts to straighten more. Standing, balancing, hand to foot pose. I mentioned only a couple breaths today, okay? With the knee or the toe, open the knee, the toe wide. Maybe your right arm goes right, look to the right. Trivikram. So I'm open to the side. You can see, it's hard to see the posture because it's very sagittal, okay? It's a very lateral position in a sense. Your right arm reaches out to the side, your left knee is out to the side, or your foot. Final part, left knee back to center, right arm, hand outside left thigh or foot. So your right hand goes where your left hand was, okay, in a sense. Left arm reaches back to the left, and you twist. Endurance on your leg, guys. Stand up tall. Standing twist. Final part here, we're still on the same leg. After this, we're going to do the neutralizing bow. Kind of running out of time, but we'll do some bow and some bridge or wheel. Go slow, back to center, inhale, arms and knee up. Final part is straight leg. Yeah, it's nuts. It's 5 breaths in Ashtanga. All 4 of those parts. It's really tough. Left foot down, arms down. I like to squeeze my butt and lift my core. Think of it like a back bend, right? You're doing cobra. Back line tightens. Same thing. Right knee lifts. Arms up. Optional bind, shin, hamstring, or toe. Leg stays forward to start. If it's easy, kick the leg forward. You can do that with the hamstring grab or the toe grab. Go slow. Right knee opens to the right, left arm opens to the left. Look to the left. These are the same body forms we just did, guys. Warrior 1, Warrior 3, half moon, and revolved half moon, okay? Same body forms, just done, there's different kinesthetics, so it's like you're getting a second round. Now go slow. Left arm up, right knee forward, left hand outside the right knee, or outside the foot. Right arm back. Look to the right, maybe even back to that right hand eventually. Intermediates, you're working on that drishti, the control of your eyes, more intentional eyes staring at, space is here. Eyes look at the right thumb, okay? Maybe even close your right eye and just your left eye looks at your right thumb. Single eye drishti practice when you're good at poses. When you're excellent at them, third eye drishti, eyes are closed. Final part here, yogis. Back to center, arms up. Lift the knee, if it's easy, straighten the leg. Right foot down, arms down. Lift your chest, step to the front of your mat. Yogi squat, inhale. Down on the exhale. Bow pose. If there's one core exercise you prefer, that's fine. I'm going to keep it very simple. Low bow hold. Just working on a pose today. If you want to do anything else, abs, now is your time. Lift your chest, a little bit more, straighten your legs, but lower back must stay down. A meditation, breath work. When we're training abs yogis, hollow body, the compound of reverse crunch and upper body crunch. So insertion and origin both go toward each other actively. In concentric, that is the number one way to build your abs. It is, all right? Holding it and just tensing it. Sometimes adding pulse or twisting, but it is the hollow body that is both on the hips and the shoulders. Low boat, right? You are trying to posterior tilt and even lift your pelvis up slightly. Hollow front body, okay? Think of it like locust, but on your back. So this is like the first hollow body, right? Because you can actually lift your hips. Reverse crunch and crunch. All right, guys. Final active postures. The majority of our arm work was, the wheels, the chaturangas, and then the side planks. Not too much. So you got some energy left for a wheel pose here. I'll give you time for 3 back bends. All right. Starting maybe with bridge, arms down, feet near your sit bones. You know what to do. No cueing. Lift to your bridge and hold. Smooth breathing. Don't forget one-legged. If you're ready for wheel, go ahead. Breathe. Last active postures. We'll take a stretcher through that in class. Nice, Brian. Nice, Victoria. Ooh, nice, Dawn. Other back bends are welcome too, okay? Camel, Virasana, you got a handstand scorpion, or a restorative bridge is okay as well. Okay, we already did active back bend in the locust. All right, now after your first round, listen guys, about 1.5 minutes more. 2 strong rounds, okay? We're stretching after that. Bridge meditation. Wheel, maybe even a one-legged variation. Or restorative bridge hold the whole time, all right? Go ahead. Nice, Kev. If you're looking for a pose, yogis, that's really gonna be a peak kind of neural moment, intense moment, you gotta find those times in practice where you have your peak intensity. Wheel is such an easy way to get there. The flexibility demanded in the active form. to relax there is to really shift your ability to relax anywhere. Okay. You're looking for a strong pose to add a lot. Just don't forget that wheel. It'll really change your body and your mind. Okay. Last 30 seconds, guys. And then I do want to give you a few stretches to unwind. All right, looks like most of you are done back bending. Is that what I'm seeing? We need a little bit of unwinding and release. I'll just keep it on the back. If you want to come up and do anything, that's fine. But we were standing up while practice, so maybe good to be on the ground. Hips, we did straddles, we did triangles. We're done with hamstrings. We're done with inner thighs. So maybe just a simple outer hip. My favorite here on the back is that Gomukhasana. We do have thread the needle. Okay, right ankle, top left knee. We do have reclining full pigeon. Left leg releases. I turn the inner right shin toward my chest. I like the Gomukhasana. It is bilateral. Thighs cross. Hands reach for ankles, maybe soles of the feet. Feet flex, feet stay out wide, not down by your hips. Roll your sacrum and head down. Pull gently on the outer edges of the feet. Even kick a little bit back into your hands. Meditation. Go slow, we'll switch sides. So you're unwinding, you shifted gears. If we were in class right now, the music would be very soft, slow, meditative, or even off, and the lights would have darkened. So think that aspect of your practice. Now listen, guys, we're in traditional practice, right? So we did like 5 twists. You don't always need to end with a twist. This would be like a releasing twist, so it is kind of different. All of our twists were very, active in nature. So if you wanted to do that, that's cool. A twist. Another nice ending to a traditional practice is a longer shoulder stand hold. All right, so if you can't do shoulder stand, you pop a block under your butt, you throw your legs up. That's supported shoulder stand. It's the same pose. Or use your reverse crunch you're developing in my class a lot to lift your pelvis, and lift your hips and hands from your lower back. So this is called plow, halasana. It is deepest forward bend of class, okay? Feet would work to the floor behind your head for a few breaths. Hands would work down more toward your shoulders. Legs would go up. Okay, did a pretty strong workout yesterday, and I did the yoga scope that night, so I'm pretty sore, so I wouldn't be pushing flexibility in my practice. Depends on how you're feeling. So if you're doing a twist, maybe switch sides, legs up the walls. Another nice variation here, in case you didn't get headstand or handstand. Nice, everyone. Beautiful. You're all doing your own thing. That's what I want to see in this practice more. One of these days, I'm going to open up this practice. I'm going to say movement. I'm not even going to tell you anything. I'm going to put more of that kind of choosing on you, but I will give you some direction. So one of these days, I'm going to open Thursday's class. I'm going to say, here we go. I want you to do movement in the twist. And then I want you to do movement forward and back, up and down, whatever that means. And then I want you to do some type of lunge squat movement. And then I'm going to say, all right, let's do a side bend. All right, let's do a side anti-flexion. Oh, let's do a twist in the active form. I'm going to make you think and apply a lot of this stuff, all right? So you can always resort back to traditional poses or work in new things we're always working on. So that type of practice is coming soon. Get ready, okay? Now let's go, guys. When you're done there, I got time for one last little pose of choice. You know, anything can be good. If you didn't twist, you know, that needle rotated hip stretch where the knees knock left foot on outer right knee. Another nice thing could be like a block underneath your chest. I saw 1 or 2 years doing restorative fish. Hard to go wrong here. Or shoulder compression might be good. Kind of rolling to your left. But we only got another minute, yogis. And then I do want to not take you too late, all right? So that you're laying on your right arm. In the advanced practice, we just sit up, throw it up there, and lay back down. But that's not an easy way to get in. That's what I just did. You start on your sit back, you roll to your side. Last 40 seconds, please close up physical practice. And then join me for a closing, about 3-minute meditation. So we're going to meet either laying or seated. Just going to unwind completely here, relax our nerves, slow our heart rate. So you take a deep breath or two during the final meditation. Usually no deep breathing, right? It's even beyond that action. So the body rests, the breath rests, and the mind try to rest. All right. So final pose here, guys. Shavasana or seated meditation. Letting the body rest.